Welcome back, guys. We have got a pretty cool sort of thing going on here, if you can't tell already. It's Sniper Elite 5 has just been announced. And I literally just finished Sniper Elite 4 today, like 30 minutes to an hour ago. And I think the reason for that was actually just because I am not a massive fan of the franchise. I prefer the SGW franchise more, but I love my sniper game so much. I reinstalled it and I just finished it and everything, and put all the stats up on my Discord. And this is the trailer. I haven't seen it yet, so this is going to be a double reveal reaction. And I would have my webcam on, except I look like garbage right now. Actually, yep, not happening. And we're gonna see what's going on. Make sure this is in. Ooh, we got 4K going on here. Make sure that's actually set to not auto, because I mean no one's home and we have top-line Wi-Fi. I'm not even gonna bother.
Rated M for mature.
(1944). My mission? Kill all high-ranking officers. Find out what Operation Kraken is really all about. What happens next could change the course of the war.
We're in France this time, baby. Dude, look at how many consoles this is on. This is the problem with the market for gaming right now. So we do have a couple studios here, but in general, we have Xbox One, Series XS, Game Pass, download from Windows Store, PS5, PS4, Epic Games Store, and Steam. Literally the only studio is on the left side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 platforms that this game is being on. Because remember, you don't need the Game Pass to get games for the Series XS. You don't need the Game Pass to get games individually on either console or on both of them. You don't need anything specific to get things on the PS5 or PS4. You don't need to buy them online through something specifically. You can get them on either or on both, as we know with Battlefield 2042. So technically these are all separate. So it's sort of ridiculous in this day and age to see this. But this is ridiculous. So some things that we saw here was we have. I just watched this shit again. If it'll load. Actually, for the record, the amount of freaking detail and the resolution of this particular shot right here, not of the shot like the act of the bolt firing and the rifle going off, but like the visual right here that's on the screen, is just insane. It is so crisp. There's a tiny bit of blurriness, but that's only because I happen to have OCD for resolution and stuff, and I happen to know how the stuff works. And I'm thinking about specifically Under the Bridge, the arches and stuff. They're a bit blurry, and that's a bit blurry, but again, all footage captured in game engine represents work in progress. And often that stuff does get bumped up or whatever. But that shot threw me the first time we went through this, because it's just amazing. They have better resolution for the firing. I noticed that in the couple shots that were fired, it's much more realistic. Not that it wasn't realistic before, but for the rifle and stuff that it is, it's much more realistic, and I just love it. Can you tell the animation that's going on around the bullet right now? Because it's actually visible on the screen. For the record, the squeaking you're hearing is my PC because it's having a stroke 24/7. We have aerodynamics. We have the bullet physics going on right here, and it's all visual. You can see it a lot better there even. I doubt they'd be yellow, but I guess that's for the sake of the game. I'm sorry, but to have that detail, bravo.
1944.
The detail is insane. Like, there's no blurriness right here. There's none. Like, you could think that there is sort of near the tops or whatever in the middle, but that's just because of the sun glare. But, like, it's just so amazing.
My mission? Kill all high-ranking officers.
We have some new lines. Now, this kill right here. Now, for anyone that knows either Elite 3 or Elite 4, they had this one, I believe, in 3. It's been so long since I've played it. It's literally been, like, a ton of years. But in 4, they have the same animation, but it's not recorded the same way. So unless there's a couple different animations for this one, they have a new animation, like, capture angle going on here with a new X-ray animation. Because this view was not in... The movement was, but the view wasn't.
Find out what Operation Kraken is really all about.
They also didn't have people operating searchlights in 4. They had that in 3, but they did not have that in 4. You don't believe me? Actually, no, did they have it? No, they didn't have it in 3. I remember the searchlights for the prison mission were in very tricky spots, but they weren't actually being controlled. It just looked like it sometimes. Assuming that's a new. Now, one thing that I hated about all guns in the Sniper Elite series is how poorly they're physicsed. And I mean that in English. That's not supposed to... I'm saying that wrong intentionally. The way that the physics works, and the way that the handling works, and the visuals work for when you're using the guns, is just stupid. I've never liked it. In SE4, it's a lot better, because in 3, it's just pointless. In 4, it's still atrocious, but it's still... you know, it's not horrific, obviously, because I've completed the game now. You can tell from the streams. But this shot threw me a bit, and so does the next one, because this is ADS. It's not a sniper rifle. That's new. Mind you, so are the sparks right there. Not 100% of them, because there were a couple sparks in 4, but not like that. And not in the detail. New X-ray. They have the veins. They did not have the veins before. It makes it look very gruesome, honestly. That makes me feel like I'm sucking blood looking at that at this exact moment. A lot more blood where the knife is actually going in. And it's more detailed as far as the fact that the knife is actually in. Like, it's more realistic, like you're actually watching someone get stabbed in the neck. Minus the fact that it's a game. But that's a new... I don't think that's actually a new animation. Like, the detail is, but I don't think the angle, like the view is actually, the camera view is actually a new one. I want to say it is. Something tells me it is, but I don't think it is by much. I think it's actually pretty similar. New whistle. Used to be the call girl one, or the one. That's 2 quick ones, like a bird. That animation is same. Again, new firing animations in both physics. Visually, it just astounding. I'm sorry, but that is not a different angle. That's not a new angle. That's not a new kill. But with the veins and the new shadow detail and the new sort of X-ray view of like the X-ray detail and stuff and effects, that looks like a remastered, redone, everything kill screen. End of story. Like, across, that might actually be the best one in the whole trailer. Same animation, same way of carrying. That the him doing that. That's a new type of box. One, they were all open. Two, they never had locks on them. Three, you couldn't do anything with them. So that everything you're seeing in this picture right here, what's happening, new. New walls. That's not new, but that screen definitely isn't. It was hilarious. I was trying not to laugh when I first saw it. That is nothing different. I can't see anything different about that. That looks completely the same. That. Ooh, nice thumbnail. That is a new Canon. That was not in the last one. There was a similar one in 4, but not quite the same. And there was only, I think, 1 or 2 of them in 4. And I think they were both actually on Megazino. But that's new gun. Again with the ADS. Totally new to the franchise. Full respect, because as long as it's good, because there's some ADS in games that are just like, you may as well just, you know, run at the person because it's so bad that the bullets in the gun don't even count for anything because you can't use the gun. But I like how, you know, because of the FOV on the screen that we're looking at right now, they obviously have it at least 90. And people that do PC gaming, it's been so long since I've been on console, I can't even remember if FOV is actually a setting on, what's it called, on consoles or not. But that is, that's definitely a wider FOV, and you can tell just because of how much you can see while you're ADS'd, even if there is no zoom while you're ADS'd. There's a lot that you can see there. You can still clearly see the person, and that sight is not thin. That's a very thick sight. So obviously they have that sort of stationed down. I want to see that go off. Can I get a... Okay. I actually managed to hit it at the right time on the 3rd try. I'm surprised. That is the identical to the S mine. That is, I believe it's the S mine. The problem is that there's 2 mines that look like this in SE4, but one of them is like a tiny thing that looks like a standing up dragonfly. And it's like the top half of what you're seeing right there. And that's it. And then there's another one that has a whole bottom to it. And I can't tell if it's a glitch that I was experiencing or not, because that's in SE4. But I haven't seen it for frickin' ever, and I've used the damn thing since. So I'm sort of, you know... That's a bouncing Betty. Did you see it go up? Or is that... I'd like to know if that's just the... I'd like to know if that's the explosion starting that's making it lift off the ground, or if that's a bouncing Betty style. Because that lifted up. New vehicles. I don't know if the trucks are new, or if they're just remastered, redone, updated, whatever it's called, because they look like crap compared to that. But that, even the uniform that white dude's wearing. They had white uniforms in SE4, but they weren't that clean. That's a new vehicle.
What happens next could change the course of the war.
Dude, that is an epic trailer. I applaud them at that, actually. They probably have someone in the film industry that helped them write that, because that's just insane. I can't, like, 100%. That's going into Discord. That's impressive as fuck, honestly. So that's the trailer. I'm about to watch the next recommended video, which is, and it's from Rebellion, the developer, 6 things you still haven't discovered yet. We're about to see if I know what they are before I uninstall the game. I'm backing up the files right now so I don't lose anything, so if my PC does die on me, which I'm expecting it to at literally any point in time, it's been doing this for years. I could just pull the plug and I won't lose anything, but I'm going to watch that next. I will... Ashley, you know what? Add this to the end.
Rated M for mature.
Sniper Elite 4 is quite the veteran now, giving us sandbox sniping delight since the halcyon days of 2017. But if you think you know it inside out, keep watching for 6 paradigm shifters that prove how much you've still got to discover. 4 years ago, Sniper Elite gained a 4th series entrant, and this Italian adventure would be more expansive, more sandboxy. Carl's haircut would be more crisply shaven, the levels infinitely more rich in detail. So deep, in fact, is Sniper Elite 4's world that even now we're still finding new things you can do, new sights to see, new secrets to uncover, and new ways to fall out with each other in multiplayer matches. So as we begin a series of videos that celebrate the history of Sniper Elite, we bring you 6 things that you might not have known about wily old Carl and his capers across the Mediterranean. Hopefully we got you with at least one of these, but if you were already aware of all 6, well, we salute you. You truly know SE4 inside out, and you'd probably enjoy a bit more from this channel, so hit the subscribe button and ding the notification bell for more from us. Now then, first we make a journey to a church with an odd mural. Gareth?
Thanks, Phil. Here at the Regolino Viaduct you can see some truly wonderful views. It's all set within a massive valley, so nature's really giving a helping hand when it comes to vistas. But we're not here to collect holiday photos of the titular viaduct, or indeed the beautiful verdant valley from the other side when you're standing on the viaduct itself. Instead, we're going inside. Because here in this church there's a rather odd mural. Most of it's textbook religious art, clouds, halos, muscular old men with flowing white hair and beards. Sure, cups of tea though, well, I have so many questions. Where did St. Peter get a kettle from, let alone a tea bag and a fine china set? Truly, it is the divine kingdom up there. Anyway, this little Easter egg passed most of the community by until our own developers at Rebellion revealed it during a stream.
Next up is a move that's testament to Sniper Elite 4's sandbox cred, and it's the old sticky bomb move. Many items in Carl's loadout have 2 modes, if you will, one modifying the base behaviour for a more specialist use, like the humble grenade, the old potato masher. Switch it from default to sticky in the radial menu and it will, just like it promises, stick to whatever surface it's launched on, even if that surface is someone's immaculately ironed Nazi regalia. From then on, it's pretty much game over for them. I mean, if they were as fast as lightning, they could strip off and leg it away, but they're not as fast as lightning, so they get turned to jam. But here's the really good bit. If you start thinking about your sticky grenade target as a human bomb, then it makes sense to lure a big group of his mates around him before lobbing it. Amazing what can be achieved with just a rock, a bit of whistling, and a high-powered explosive covered in adhesive.
Every level in this game is massive and replete with both many indoor areas and acres of outdoor space. So I mean, it's reasonable to expect that even by now you haven't charted it all like some obsessive allied cartographer taking breaks between sketching topography to pop off a few Nazi skulls. And yet, the rewards are there for the folks who do go that extra mile. Case in point is the secret little den built into the solid rock walls of the Magazzano facility. Not only is this level immense, it's also very densely populated, so exploration's especially tricky here, but if you manage to make it to the southeast caves where this destroy machines objective is on the map, run along the thin corridor right at the edge of the map, and walk through this leafy canopy, voila! A cozy little bunker with all of the ammo your guns can eat, and a little Easter egg to ponder over in the form of this photo.
Next up on our list of things you probably still haven't discovered about Sniper Elite 4 is the ability to shoot grenades. And we say probably advisedly here because it's bound to be a few of you who routinely ricochet shot grenades just after they leave an enemy's hand as you progress through your no manual saves authentic plus playthrough. But for the rest of us, well, we're simple people. We see a grenade, we run. But if you do manage to blow up an explosive before it leaves its owner's belt, or heavens, even when it's mid-air, the benefits are obvious. It blows up before it gets close enough to you to do any damage. You don't have to move out of your little hidey hole and risk being spotted. It looks cool, and you can use empty lung to make the target that little bit easier to hit.
None of us are strangers to the inner workings of a soldier at this point. X-ray kill cams have been giving us anatomy lessons at breakneck speed, often literally, since Sniper Elite 4 first came out in 2017. But there's a rarer breed of X-ray kill cam you might not yet have seen. In fact, you might not have even known it existed. The multiplayer X-ray shot. Cropping up infrequently when you land an absolutely sick shot on unsuspecting opponents, this is the ultimate humiliation. Isn't that right, Phil? Who I'm X-ray kill camming right now? Humiliation. Anyway, these are rare because multiplayer is all about split-second reflexes and staying in the moment, so Sniper Elite 4 doesn't want to pull you out of that too often. If you've played a fair bit of multiplayer and haven't seen this, that's why. That, or you just haven't done a sick enough shot yet. Give it time.
When you tag an enemy through the Beanos, they'll show up on your HUD when you go back to normal view, which is handy for keeping track of them all. But when you linger on them a bit longer through the Beanos, you also get a bit of allied intel on them. And some of it is pretty spicy. Take these lot on Santorini Island alone. Tadeusz Berger killed a US soldier who was surrendering. Edmund Hartig set fire to a town. Ewald Amsel regularly steals chocolate from his best friend Wolfram Wasser. Frankly, I'm a bit disappointed with some of these Nazis. It's like they have absolutely no moral code or something. Fortunately, these ones exist only as pixelated representations within a virtual realm, and those pixels can be dismantled by clicking on them in just the right places. Phew. Still though, after all these years, Sniper Elite 4's Nazi population is probably still keeping a few secrets from you. Right then, how many of those did you already know about? Tell us in the comments, and anyone with this...
The BIOS one is gonna trip me out forever. I remember when I read the chocolate one. That was funny. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.